Hi, I'm Jack Crawford, Director of Certification and Assembly Technology for IPC, with your Tech Question of the Week. Recently, we have been receiving a number of questions related to voiding. The typical question goes something on the order of, we have a new X-ray machine and I see voids under the gull-wing leads. I can't find any void criteria in 610 for this type of termination, only for BGAs. Is there any established criteria for voids and other connections? Voiding is likely to occur whenever any two flat surfaces are soldered together. Voids are also common in plated through-hole connections. Some reliability experts have stated that in many cases voids are actually stress relievers and can increase reliability of the connections. During reflow of SMT assemblies, the outer edges of the connection reach reflow temperature before the middle part. As a result, the melted solder effectively forms a seal around the termination, and all of the volatiles, the fluxes that are under the component, can't escape. And the result is voiding. It's always been present between two flat surfaces, and it always will be. But it can be reduced by process and stencil modification. So putting dots or stripes of paste on the land will somewhat reduce the anomaly. Baking more of the volatiles out of the solder paste before reflow will also reduce the amount of voiding. Make sure your solder paste has not been open too long and absorbed a lot of moisture before reflow. Another cause can be if the solder paste jar is too cool or too cold when opened, and the moisture will condense on the paste. Be sure to let the paste container sit long enough to completely reach room temperature before you open it. With the availability of low-cost X-ray systems, people are now looking at gull-wing leads and chip terminal terminations, and they're becoming concerned with the voids they see. In many cases, these are being seen on mature products with 10 or more years of field service, built using processes they previously qualified, haven't changed, and there's no failure history. But they're concerned about the voids they see. The bottom line is, yes, there is voiding, but it may not be a failure mechanism, depending on the end-use environment. You will have to do environmental stress screening to determine whether it's an issue for your product. IPC 9701 is a good document to support SMT qualification. Approach the analysis of voids very cautiously. Let process qualification determine product acceptability. Just because you can see voids now on products that have been in place for 10 or 15 years without failures doesn't mean you should be concerned about a failure.